Now we're going to dive deep into talking about mixing up our sequences. And no better place to do that than with shadowboxing, right? So there's really three different categories of mixing up your sequences, right? How we put things together. And now, of course, with all of these, you could apply different things like feet, movement, and man, my mind just keeps on going. But let's talk about the first one, which is the very basic concept of doubling and tripling, all right? Double, tripling, quadrupling, all of that, all right? If I just simply am left, right, I'm here left, right, it gets predictable.
Guard. Schwartz trying his best. Look at Fury!
But the moment you start doubling up, so you go left, left, right, let's say.
Scored the first knockdown. And there goes his mouthpiece, and Graziano hits the canvas.
Then it changes the picture. And then, of course, if you go the next thing, number two, mixing and matching the head and the body with that, or even without it, it's a whole nother picture. If you just went left, right, left, and you did heads and body shots, it could really mix it up on someone and change it up, right? One of the classic setups is one of the world champions that my dad trained under was Tony Zale, two-time middleweight world champion. His classic combo, we call it Zale combo, is the right hook for the body and the left hook up top.
Now watch Zale's favorite combination. Right to the body. Left hook to the jaw. That's all.
Beautiful combination. That right hook for the body gets him down here. Typically things drop down and you get the left hook up top. And just that simple change of a low and a high. One is it torques you for like massive power when you come back up top on that left hook. Think about a jab to the body and the right hand over the top. Those classic things which kill people. But then if you double and triple up with the head and low, go high, low, same side, boom, boom. Right? Or boom, boom. Or boom, boom. Again, these are all the things, right, that great boxing is made out of. Changing the sequences up and doing it in those two different ways. Now, the third way is to mix up going over, under, straight down the middle and around. So again, if we're going head and body and doubling and tripling on somebody, right? Let's say I got him on the ropes right here. And let's say I'm just doing those hooks, right? So I'm going the body and I'm going up top of the head and I'm doubling up on the body and the head shots like that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm doing that hard. Remember, if they're hard too, it's going to cause problems. Now again, it can be predictable. It can be very predictable because again, they know if I just keep everything like this within reason, I can stop most of the shots, right? If I kind of hunker down, I'm ready for it. But when we start going up the middle, whether it's with uppercuts, because man, you know how beautiful it is when you maybe go body, 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 split up with the uppercut, boom. And you got to think about what other punches set up, right? If we do a hook, that sets up an uppercut, or something straight down the middle. Whether it's an uppercut or down the middle. Or if we're maybe going straight up down the middle, that's bringing things up front so that we can come around, right? That simple idea. That's why the 2-3s are so great, right? Because you get them thinking about straight down the middle with something, and you're coming right around. And again, vice versa. The 3, you're opening them up. Woo! For a 3, a lot of times people do that stuff, and it creates beautiful pathways straight down the pipeline. And then also too, think about going over, right? Over, and that's just all part of being unpredictable. So you have the 45-degree angle, you have coming over the top, you have coming around, right? Up the middle, straight up, or uppercuts for the body or the head. It doesn't matter. All right? Now, what I recommend for you to do to implement all these things in the section of sequences is to pick 3 combos. I've had a lot of fighters do this because one of the greatest things that you can be as a fighter is to have punches and bunches, to have combinations. And if we can put effective combos together, that's a big asset to us, right? I kind of down on the peekaboo style a lot of times, but we have to remember what are the most important elements of that. It's the elusiveness of the head movement, keeping the hands in relatively decent position with the elbows in, and it's throwing hard with punches you're getting put together. right? Think about that classic thing that, you know, you spend any time on the internet, you hear with the peekaboo style is combinations. Again, that's what made Floyd Patterson great, was putting combos together, right? Tyson, when he was good and really good, top-notch and world-class, he put the combos together, right? We got to put the combos together. And this is what's going to help you do it. And so I'll have my guys, you know, they'll be one-punch guys, one-trick ponies, right? And if they just put 2 or 3 shots together, it's like, man, I think about just the other day. One of my guys was sparring, and he was countering, but he's countering with 1 shot. And I was like, man, Luis, counter with 2 shots. And then when he counter with 2 shots, the second shot would land every single time. Versus the single counter, sometimes would land, sometimes would not land. But when he started putting 2 punches together just on a counter, like I joke about, like, come on, you can count to 2, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Man, if we can just count to 2 or 3, and I hope you can do that, I'm sure you can do that, then we're probably going to land one of those, especially probably the last one. One of our combinations I know I drilled with one of my pro fighters was body, head, and straight down the middle. We call that Williams combination, Ike Williams, who knocked out Bojack with it, right? He got him in a corner and was going crazy on the hooks. And man, we go crazy on those hooks, but then we go straight down the middle. I remember one time my guy was sparring against this undefeated pro fighter. He's like, I was 16-0. My guy put that combo together when I called it. Body, head. So the guy block. All that's blocked. But then big right hand down the pipe, and that boom, snapped his head back. Beautiful combination. All right. Now, pick a few. I recommend 3 sequences that you want to try, work on. Practice them, shadow box them, do them in the bag, do them every single freaking day, and then do them in your sparring, and do that for a while. Keep note of it, of what it is, so you don't forget. Do it consistently and persistently, and then implement it in your fights. So you can pull out these things, because again, too often we will work on this fancy move or this combination, this sequence or this thing, and then we won't take it into our sparring, and we won't take it into our fights. And that is the only reason we're doing any of this stuff, unless you're just doing this for fun. And that's cool too. But if you're doing it for fun, let's have more fun with it, right? Let's have more fun with it. Let's consciously practice these things and take them in when we do sparring for fun or whatever, right? Have that versatility and variety. Because I'm sure if you're like most people that box, you have your go-to things that you do. And the more you can change those go-to things and add variety to it, you're better. You know, I think about it in terms of relating it to music is, you know, if you're a musician, you work on your chops, right? I played guitar for many years. And, you know, so I didn't just learn how to do like a blues scale, you know, or whatever, a major scale, minor scale. I learned those things, but then I also had different sequences and chops that I would work on. Different things that were difficult for me to do, different fingerings and pickings that were difficult. And because I worked on those specific things, it made me better. The same thing applied to boxing. The same thing applied to boxers that I train. Is that, yeah, like this sequence maybe that you do is hard to do in a combination. It's hard to go body, head with the left hook. It might be hard to do. Sugar Robinson did it. And, you know, he practiced it probably. Maybe it also came natural to him, maybe. But you'd be shocked at how much people have practiced stuff that looks like it's natural because they practiced so much it became natural. Do you keep a log? Do you keep track? Right? Because a lot of times, if you just remembered everything that you know, you'd be pretty damn good, but better than you are right now. I mean, I see it all the time. The people that I work with, we've gone through so many things, and if they just were able to retain all those things and pull them out when it's needed, they'd have all the answers.